Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back again with another YouTube video. So today we're going to be doing a bit of an update on the Tall Knight situation. So to quickly catch you guys up to date with the Tall Knight situation, just in case you haven't seen my previous video, Tall Knight was a TikToker who had 1.7 million followers. He started gaining his audience by doing like men's mental health awareness stuff by like showing you the small little celebrations throughout the day, and it was really good content. He started I guess he started not making as much money on TikTok because you don't really make much money on TikTok, to be honest. So he started promoting an OnlyFans, and there's some controversies with that. And basically, he ended up getting his TikTok removed. He claimed that the reason why he got his TikTok removed is because he called a 17-year-old cute, and that prompted his whole account to get terminated by a bunch of people who reported him. But then Professor Pippy came out with a video pretty much saying, oh, actually, it was because you're promoting your OnlyFans to underage minors, and you also had not safe for work stuff on your Patreon that isn't age gated, and you also sent a thirst trap video to a 13-year-old girl. He then rebutted with 3 videos on YouTube. I did watch all 3 because I think in these certain situations and other situations, it's very important to at least hear both sides. Even if there's evidence presented, you should still hear the side of the other person, because sometimes evidence can also be shown very much out of context and stuff like that. And basically, the way I left that drama is he shouldn't be promoting his OnlyFans. That's something I agree on. He also lied a bit about his Patreon. The 13-year-old girl thing was messed up. I don't think you should get your career ruined, because he did claim that he didn't know she was 13, and it was his bad that he didn't check her bio, which is true. You should be checking that shit. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's career ruining shit. But then we also got information that he was flirting with a 16-year-old girl. Which that is when you get into the very dicey area, especially when it comes to your career on YouTube. The internet really hates people who have any interactions with anyone 16. Doesn't matter if you're 19, 20, 18. Usually, the internet gets pretty upset about it, which, I mean, I can understand why. I mean, even if it's legal, is it still morally right? Because there's kind of a maturity gap there. So that's kind of where we left it. And then recently, Professor Pippy came out, I guess, with more information, and this stuff is way more serious. So I'm just going to play the clip here.
You admit you did send explicit photos to this 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's absolutely my fault.
Okay.
Yes, that was Tall Knight admitting to me that he exchanged explicit photos and messages with a 16-year-old girl back in May.
So with this 16-year-old girl, how many separate times did you send explicit photos? Like a separate time?
It was just once, because
Okay.
she added me the night before, and then I ended up unediting her the following day.
To explain, a few days ago, a new 16-year-old girl came to me with her story about Tall Knight. Now, instead of just coming out with the story like last time, I decided to leverage his proof with him to try to gain a confession to once and for all end this.
And what exactly was it? I'm assuming it was like your... Yeah, okay.
As you can hear, I got him to admit not only to this, but to even more.
I've been called sociopathic in an unfathomable amount of times in my life, because I just try and see the world in like pros and cons, like a spreadsheet almost. I base my decisions on what's most beneficial.
Now, I for one have no idea why he actually admitted all this stuff and thought I wasn't recording, but luckily for us, he did. Now, in the past, he's tried to lie and manipulate his way out of these situations, but this time, since we have a confession straight from his mouth, I think this is finally the end of the Tall Knight.
Yeah, obviously, pretty damning clips there. I mean, anyone on first hear, it sounds awful. But I still decided to go over to his YouTube video to actually see what he has to say in his defense. And basically, his defense is that these audio clips were taken out of context, and that the girl that he was referring to was apparently 19. He claims that she lied about her age and told him that she was 19, which again is so confusing, because then if you really listen to the audio clip, Professor Pippy makes sure to say that, oh, did you send these pictures to the 16-year-old girl? So I don't know how good of a defense that is, but obviously we should wait until the actual full audio comes out. I hope Professor Pippy actually does release the entire audio of the, I think Tall Knight said 2 hours of them talking. I don't know. It just looks really bad, to be perfectly honest. I think that's really damning, and I don't know which context that wouldn't be bad in, because he just claims that, oh, well, she was 19 and she told me she was 19 when we started sending each other explicit images and all this stuff. But it's like he literally explicitly says in the thing that he referenced her as the 16-year-old girl. I don't see how that could be taken out of context. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But a big thing that we can criticize him for, and this is factual, is he did cheat on his girlfriend with this girl, whether she was 16 or 19, whatever. He did end up cheating on his girlfriend with that. And yes, I am going to criticize you for that because that is factual in this conversation. There's no two ways about it. You don't cheat on your girlfriend, and you can't just say, oh, I'm a shitty boyfriend. Oh, I'm a shitty boyfriend. That seems like his is constant, like just saying like, oh, well, I'm a shitty boyfriend. I'm so bad to her. She doesn't deserve me. It's like, yeah, because you fucking cheated on her and she's been defending you through this entire situation. If you guys want to call anyone a cuck, call his girlfriend a cuck because that is major cuck behavior. So anyways, it's really weird because his only defense, I guess, is just the word of mouth because I guess he doesn't have any of the DMs saved, but he does pretend like his girlfriend's statement is factual, and his girlfriend also like defends him too.
Legality does not dictate morality. And then don't just take my word for it. You can hear it from her.
Yeah, she messaged me, yelling at me, having her friend message me constantly until I answered. She told me that she never sent nude photos, which is a lie because I saw it myself. She all of a sudden switched around saying, oh, well, I'm underage, I'm 16. I literally saw her message him saying that she was 19. So there's another lie. And then she had the nerve to tell Pippy that I messaged her harassing her. No, she messaged me, going off on me, having her friend message me. So no, I don't believe a single word she's saying about her age, her being oh so innocent and not doing anything. It's all just bullshit. I don't believe a single word of it.
So we know for a fact that this girl is a liar.
Which I think is really weird because it's like your girlfriend's going to defend you against a girl that you literally cheated on her with. Like, that's just a weird scenario to be in. And on top of that, then you say, oh, so now we definitely know that she's lying. We really don't, though. That was just your girlfriend's statement, which is extremely biased. So, yeah. Anyways, that's where we're sitting right now. Towards the end of the video, too, I guess Professor Pippy threatened them that if he tried to defend himself or speak out about it, he's going to release more evidence. So I don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, if it's in a sense of I'm going to release more evidence if you try to dispute my stuff, that makes more sense. But if it's a case of I'm going to continue to manipulate and send stuff like that, that's obviously fucked up. But of course, we're not going to know. But yeah, anyways, that's my video. If you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one.